The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Talk Live Paranormal on Armed Radio. We are being broadcasted out of Boston, Massachusetts. I am your host, Shannon Griffin, and I'm going to go ahead and start out with we're having some technical difficulties. Bill, are you there?
I hope so, Shannon. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, it's better.
Yay, thank you.
This is my co-host, Bill Tandy.
Hey, everybody.
And that is the turtle tank behind Kait. This is going to be an interesting show. I'm going to go ahead and start out with reminding all you listeners out there, if you guys want to call in, starting at about 11:30 tonight, we will start taking in...
Mr. Bill, you're breathing into your mic.
I'm breathing so heavy, Bill.
Yeah, it's not that kind of radio station.
Oh, wait, it gets worse. They talk about vaginal powder and shit on Paranormal Investigations. You just wait, Ashley. You haven't heard nothing. But anyways, the 800 number is 1-800-508-5431. Once again, if you guys want to call in, if you guys have any questions for Bill or I or Ashley or Kait tonight, we will start taking calls about 11:30. Also, if you guys don't want to call in and don't want to be heard on the air, you can go to Bill and I's Facebook page, which is Talk Live Paranormal with Shannon Griffin and Bill Tandy, and send us a message on there. We have it up the whole show, so if you guys want to comment or ask a question that way, you can do that. And real briefly, I just want to kind of tell you guys about my paracord company that I have. If you guys go to Facebook and check out Venom Paracord and things, if you guys like Venom paracord bracelets, paracord keychains, metal stampings, wood engravings, go check out that page for me. If you like what you see, hit that like button for me. Bill?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a little jealous about your weekend, so I want you to... You were trying to tell me earlier, but we'll go ahead and talk about it now. How did Missouri State Penitentiary go?
Yeah, we were down there at Missouri State Penitentiary. It was awesome. We had 200 guests on Friday night and 200 guests on Saturday night, and the whole show, the whole time we were down there, it was everything from creepy factors to we saw shadow figures walking back and forth in building number 4. We had they used the new white box down there, and it was
Tyler's.
Yeah, that new box he got was just amazing. He actually asked. We asked one time what we should do, and it said pray. And Tyler started praying, and he started off with the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah,
and he said,
that's Tyler.
He said, I can't remember the rest. You're going to have to help me. And he goes, Our Father. And he goes, please help me. Please help me. I don't know the rest. And the box goes, Who art in heaven. And every guest froze. It was amazing. It was just between that and, again, the shadow figures down there in the dungeon in Building 4.
Oh, your favorite spot.
Oh, yeah, I love it down there. Solitary confinement, baby. It was just amazing. The whole time down there was awesome.
Who was all out there from GHU?
Pam, Beth.
I wish I were there.
Andrew, Tyler, Josh. There was several other ones. I met some new people. Aaron. There was Victoria, Vicky. I know I'm leaving people out, and I apologize. And then for us, there was Michelle
Ryan.
and Ryan and Vicky, and then Michelle and Amy and Kelly, my wife, and I all down there. It was great.
You guys must have had a lot of people.
Oh, it was packed. It was having 200 people. It makes it a little rough sometimes to get a chance to move around. But
I know that all too well from my first trip out there with you guys.
It seems like the whole time we were down there, everybody had a great time. It was still a little chilly down there. The weather was more. It was windy, and it just kept everything cold. So people wanted to leave, but then they'd get an experience, and then they'd stop and go, okay, let's go again. Then we took them down to the gas chamber. It was amazing down there.
That's usually how it goes, though. That's usually how all the guests are. Especially if they investigate in the wintertime. And unless there's no heat whatsoever, then they're usually gone by midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true. So how was yours up there? What else did you guys get?
Ashley and I, we were cold, too.
Yeah, it was not warm yet.
I actually, believe it or not, I didn't use any hand warmers or toe warmers or body warmers. I just heavily layered on Friday. We were at the Ohio State Reformatory, and they have the little, what they call the bullpen. I don't know if you've ever been out there, Bill.
Nope, haven't.
That's where all of our guests kind of gather, and they eat pizza, and then we do our introductions and stuff. But it's like the only little heated area. I don't think... Ashley, it's not quite as big as Missouri, is it?
No, not at all. Missouri is one of the largest ones.
Okay.
But Ohio Reformatory, it's a pretty decent size, you know. You definitely get your exercise doing it.
Oh, yeah, especially me, because I always volunteer for doing the chapel in the TB area, which is up and down 6 flights of stairs with, however many groups we have.
Yeah, you don't see me doing that.
Why do you volunteer for that one?
I don't know, because I don't work out through the week, and I figured it'd be a good workout. Because I like telling the guests, all right, who didn't work out today? Because you're about to get a workout. And then halfway up, I'm like, feel the burn. I feel like a fitness trainer. But I don't know, I like going up and down. And unless they come to me during free roam when my legs are on fire, like, can we go back up to the chapel? Or I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, I'll go up one more time. And I'll go back up there 2 or 3 more times, but I pay for it the next day.
Ouch.
It's fun, though. I like the reformatory.
Yeah, I like it. I like it too. It's a cool place. It's a lot of interesting activity.
Ashley always gets cool stuff. Well, Ashley had the Pandora this weekend. I didn't have the Pandora this weekend.
I want to throw a quick shout out. Donald's listening to us. Hey, Donald.
Hey, Donald. I love you and Linda. Give Linda a hug for me. I think Dave's listening too. Hi, Dave. Hug yourself, because you're on the road. And, well, Ashley, like, you said you got some good EVPs at the reformatory?
Yeah, I was in the East Wing shower room. And very clearly, we got EVP that said, bite me. And then the very next EVP was gag me.
Alright.
It's not something you normally hear. Maybe in the shower room, I don't know.
That's why I go up and down the 6 flights of stairs, so you guys can have the East Wing.
But I remember that guy who had that, his full spectrum camera, and he showed us that little shadow figure on the side.
Yeah, in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, you tell he actually got a full-on shadow entity, because there was no IR illuminating off of that or anything.
I think we can hear you through Kait's laptop.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Because you're echoing just a little bit. What else did we do? I mean, we had a little bit of K2 activity at the reformatory. Couple of the periscopes lit up. I mean, Phasma box sessions always usually go pretty good. It's either dead quiet or we get a lot. But, I still, once again, I didn't have a recorder out to record any of those sessions to play back for you guys. I'm just a lazy investigator.
We had that cool session where it specifically called out that woman's brother.
Oh, that was up in not the warden's quarters, but the other side.
They all look the same. I don't know.
The east side room with the stage. I didn't know there was 2 stages.
Yeah, I had no idea. Apparently, they all look the same on all the 4 floors. How many there are? But
you want to tell them what Asma was saying about her coat and stuff?
Do you remember it well?
Well, the Phasma came through, and apparently something had been following this woman around all night, and she had a red poofy jacket on, and every time she came around and the Phasma was on, it called her red. it'd say like Red's here. It would. And then it just started talking, and then a couple of them had asked questions. It was like a party of 6, I think. And a couple of them would ask questions, and then it said somebody's name, and they're like, no, I don't know that person. And then all of a sudden, the name Eric came through, and then all of them were like, oh, and then she said that was the name of one of her brothers. And then we were like, you should probably call him right now. I don't have any idea why I told her that, but yeah, it's the phasmas are really cool, especially when no one else is in the room with you, and then they come walking in, and it just calls them out by, someone they've been following around all night that has no clue.
Yeah,
she said she felt weird all night, though.
Yeah, she said she felt like something was following her all night long. But that's the thing with the phasma is when you get responses like that, that's intelligent activity, and there's no other way to explain that. That's not a coincidence that it said red as soon as she walked in the room.
Yeah, nobody else was wearing red.
Especially when you turn around and you're asking a question and no one can answer, then somebody goes to say something and more or less the box tells them, shut up, I'm talking. We've had that several times.
Oh yeah, it's done that to me too.
Yep, absolutely.
I know when Beth starts asking questions sometimes, like when we were at RCI every weekend, it would actually as soon as she would start talking, it would raise its voice to where it didn't want her asking questions.
Oh, I gotta tell you, we were down there in the building 4, and we just kept talking about how we were getting ready to leave, and Beth was standing there. She goes, "So we're gonna leave now. We're just about done here." And it 4 times directly in a row it goes, "Beth belongs here. Beth belongs here. Beth belongs here." And Beth goes, "I don't think so." Beth stays.
Oh my god. Beth would love to stay. So you said real quick. You said Donald was listening.
Yep. You said she's also after you asked the question. He said she's sleeping. Wait.
Well, Donald, if you're listening and you can hear me, buddy, send me a message because I'm getting messages saying that people can still hear the woman that was on before us, we're not live or something. So message me, Donald. We'll keep on chatting.
He just said I'm here.
Was he messaging on the Facebook page? Okay.
Donald,
ask him if he hears us okay.
Yeah,
good job, buddy. Alright, so while we're having anybody message just to let us know if it's coming out live, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you guys to Ashley and Kait. Ashley is also another Ghost Hunts USA staff member. I've only worked with her a couple times, and it's been at the reformatory both times. She is an absolute blast to investigate with. She knows her stuff. And she always has some cool equipment too. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, you guys have already heard Ashley, so we'll bring Kait in as well. But they are from Keystone Paranormal Investigation Association. So if you guys want to talk a little bit about that, Kait, you can start talking now, Kait.
Hi guys, I'm here.
But yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, we are from Keystone Paranormal Investigation Association. We're based out of Gettysburg, PA, which is just like a dream to live here for a paranormal investigator. And that means us, in the summertime we can drop what we're doing and investigate the battlefield at any point. So it's cool being here. But we're definitely one of those teams that goes to people's homes and businesses that have a problem. And we're a resolution-based group. We do cleanse their houses for them. I'm trained in demonology and negative hunts, so I do have a lot of experience with that, and I do help people with those problems as well. Now, Kait is one of my lead investigators. She's been with me for over a year and a half now, and she's was into the paranormal somewhat before we met, but it wasn't until she actually joined the group that she realized what it's all about.
Yeah, that's really true. I had no clue how large the paranormal world was, what all went into it, until I really started talking to Ashley and became friends, and then ended up being part of her group. It's really been a crazy experience over the year and a half. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long. But Yeah, Ashley, like you said, she has a lot of really awesome equipment, and she really does know her stuff. The one thing that was really great about being part of this group was the fact that she really is out to help people, and I feel like a lot of places out there just kind of want to see what's there and leave you with the problem, and I've seen her help so many people. It's really, really such a neat thing to see what she does and how she works.
So how'd you guys get started in the paranormal field?
Ashley?
Can you say that again? I can't hear you.
How'd you guys get started in the paranormal field?
Can you not hear Bill, Ashley?
Sorry, Ashley's getting her charger at the moment. I think her computer died.
Ashley, why did you walk away from your headset?
So, okay, Katie, how'd you get started? Katie?
Well, I went on a couple of ghost tours in town as a fun thing that my friends thought would be really fun because I get really scared easily. Yeah, it's great. I jump at every little sound. Still.
After a year?
Oh, after a year, everything still scares me.
Aw.
But it's still, it's fun.
It's still fun.
It's still fun. But yeah, and then through that, I ended up meeting Ashley, and we talked a lot, and it turns out that stuff that was happening in my house when I was younger really ended up being paranormal. I thought I was really crazy for a while until Ashley and I started talking, and I realized that I've been experiencing things since I was really young, so...
So what's your most exciting experience at what location?
Oh, man.
You can't say Gettysburg because that's the one close to you.
I'll say Haldeman Mansion. That's about, I think, an hour away from me in Harrisburg. Ashley and I were investigating just for some fun one night.
It's in Lancaster.
Okay, it's in Lancaster, my bad. And we were investigating for fun. We weren't getting anything. Like, it was completely silent. We were like, all right, well, we're probably just going to pack it up and go. We had to lock all the doors down, and one of the doors we had to lock was up in the attic. So we walked up about 3 flights of stairs, and I have a flashlight on. Ashley has a flashlight on, and she goes to close the door. And all of a sudden, the door gets ripped out of her hands, and all of our lights and phones and everything just gets shut off. We freak out. She freaks out. I didn't realize the door was ripped out of her hand. She's like struggling with it to shut it because something's on the other side pulling at it. She finally gets it shut, and we're running down the stairs because we hear something slamming down the stairs behind us, these loud footsteps that followed us all the way downstairs and out. And we slammed the door behind us and locked it, and we could hear it on the other side, whatever it was, making a loud noise. That was definitely a crazy experience.
And where was that at? Haldeman Mansion? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
it's at the Haldeman Mansion. It's right outside of Lancaster. It's an awesome place to investigate. I've investigated a lot of places, and that by far gets some of the most activity I've anywhere.
Okay, so now what's your worst experience, either one of you?
Worst as in like a negative experience?
No, as in a scary experience.
Ashley doesn't scare easy, I don't think.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get me. But I have to say that we did just recently do a case in Mountain Joy, PA. And it's a client who's experiencing a lot of stuff in her home that sounded just like it was an activity. But then we did an investigation there. We set up all the cameras, and I've never seen so much shadow play in my life. Yeah, it was everywhere.
More than the Sally house?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
The Sally house is effed up, though, but I'll get to that.
Good, because we're getting ready to go to the Sally house.
Are you really?
Yes, we are.
I'm jealous.
Well, Tyler's sending us.
Yeah, I'll let Ashley tell you more about Sally House here in a little bit.
Good.
Yeah, the crazy place. But, so I kind of started getting the impression that it might be a little bit more than just regular human activity in this house. And the more I started to realize what it was, the more this thing started to realize that I knew what was going on. Because Kait and I were in the basement, and we were just doing some prayers out of the Spiritual Warfare Bible. And all of a sudden, in my head, I kept getting images of her lunging at me, like reaching for my throat.
Who, Kate?
Yeah. And it made me,
Kate, were you thinking
God, you
about
big
doing this
bully.
at the time?
Yeah, that's exactly. So it freaked me out because I kept thinking about like going after her because I thought she was going to come after me and hurt me. So I kept getting images of myself having to like go after her and hurt her in self-defense at the same time.
yeah, so this thing was purposely manipulating our thoughts to break us apart, to, weaken our team. And that's not something I usually come across too often for something to be able to manipulate my mind like that. Because I've been a lot, I've seen a lot, but that one definitely it made me uncomfortable. I actually had to take Kate out of the investigation for a little bit and get away from her just so we could get our thoughts together.
Who did it start with? You or Kate?
I don't know. Apparently it was going on at the same time, but we didn't verbalize it until we left the room.
That's crazy.
That's freaky.
Bill, if I look like I'm going to come at you during an investigation, you better run.
I think I could hold my own. I can take you.
You probably could. But if it's not me controlling myself, I don't know what kind of power is behind it, just so you know.
I'll just videotape it and we'll throw it on YouTube. We'll be good.
Alright, cool.
Hey, you'll be fine. She'll come after you with a cigarette. That's about it.
See, that kind of brings me... You guys have known Shannon for a while. My question is how long have you guys known Shannon?
I don't even know Kate.
Nope.
Yeah, I met Shannon just this past November, I think it was, at the Ohio Reformatory. That was the first time I met her. And, she's a cool chick. She's a good investigator. She knows what she's doing, and I would trust her on any investigation to be with her to investigate.
Oh, thank you, Ashley.
Absolutely.
So do you have any stories that you can tell me? I mean, tell us about Shannon.
Really?
Hey,
how was this Turn on Shannon radio show? I missed that memo. I haven't got to really hang around Ashley too much.
Yeah, all I know is that she drinks a lot of Mountain Dew.
I'll agree to that.
Red Bull.
She orders way too much than she can eat.
I'll agree with that.
She smokes her lungs out way too much.
Hey, I wasn't that bad last Friday.
You were like asking for somebody to come with you to get a cigarette.
Yeah, but if
all
they
the time.
didn't go with me, I didn't go out there. I wanted someone else to freeze with me. It was pretty... Hey, I had a trooper. There was one woman there that came out, and if she went out, I'd go out and smoke. Usually, if Beth is there, Beth and I kind of, buddy system and go out and smoke, but I didn't smoke as much as I normally do.
Yeah, our past, the one that we just had on the 23rd, there was a couple of women that were with us a lot during that investigation. And one claimed to be a medium that actually helps law enforcement solve cases.
Melinda.
Yeah.
She said that her job for the police department was she actually helped locate remains, human remains, for the police department. But
That's wild.
It was pretty wild. You should have seen the look on Ashley and I's face. We were like, well, that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
And then she started showing us pictures. She met, I don't know how she does this, but she does stuff with fire. And, like, she gets these images in fire, and, like, she took pictures of them, and there's, like, an alien face or head in one of them. Did you see that one, Ashley?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at it, actually. I wanted to, but there were so many people there that wanted to investigate with us.
Maybe we need to bring her. Maybe we need to invite this lady up to Edinburgh, where all the bodies are buried.
Oh, she would have a field day with that.
I can shoot her a message. She sent me a friend request the next day.
Yeah, me too. Also, I have her business card too. But
awesome.
Yeah, she was definitely interesting. I'll say that. And I know she had a good time with us at the reformatory.
Yeah, she did. Well, I mean, she had you and I until almost 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what's your favorite piece of equipment that you use?
I mean, for me, that's a no-brainer. I use my DR60 as much as I can.
Boom.
Uh-huh.
Pandora.
And Katie, what's your favorite one?
I definitely like the spirit box a lot. I'd have to go with the spirit box.
The fear box?
Spirit.
Oh, spirit box. I was
Yeah,
about
she's
to
trying to say
fear
spirit,
box?
but
Please
the S
explain.
is missing.
That's a new one.
So, Shannon, what's your favorite piece of equipment?
If I have to pick one, my Phasma box.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great ITC software. It runs on 6 frequencies.
Yep.
And, I mean, it's amazing some of the evidence you catch from that. The first time I was at the penitentiary, or the reformatory, and I was using the Phasma box, I had a full-on conversation with something in solitary confinement, responding intelligently to me. Through the Phasma box.
I don't think I've ever been called a whore or a slut or anything so much. I get called that all the time through the Phasma box.
Oh god, I know, me too.
Beth gets called the C word all the time through the Phasma.
I just get told to shut up.
Well, that's probably a female spirit telling you to shut up.
Ouch!
Just
I'm feeling
saying.
outnumbered here.
Especially if Kelly's there.
Okay.
If your wife is standing there and you guys are asking questions and a female tells you to shut up, she's probably just pissed because you got a woman next to you. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm starting to get tired, you guys.
Why?
I don't know. So Ashley, you sent me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 EVPs. It looks like one of them is from Haldeman Mansion too.
Yeah, that one. That's pretty. I can't express enough. If you want a place to investigate where you're almost guaranteed activity, that is the place to go.
And that's in Lancaster. Is that PA?
Yeah, Lancaster, PA. It's only about 45 minutes from Gettysburg here. But it's just between the EVP, disembodied voices, to the footsteps, to being touched. It's just incredible. You know, it was Indian, Native American grounds. And then throughout the years, there was a scientist that lived there, Samuel Haldeman, who was actually the person that helped write the Webster's Dictionary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he was a scientist, and as they were doing excavations of some of the property, they found a body in a sitting position in the ground, a skeleton.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of experiments were going on there, but it was weird. But either way, I've even heard like Native American drums on that property.
Now, you used to live at Gettysburg, correct?
Yeah, I still live in Gettysburg, yeah.
Now, I haven't got to go there yet. I know Beth's been out there a few times, but Bill, have you been out to get?
We went for almost a week and a half and just spent as much time as we could on the battlefields out there.
Did you guys actually hear the cannons and stuff?
Yeah, we actually have it on our site. We have one where Michelle Video was recording, just talking about the cannons, talking about how they loaded them up and fired, and then got real quiet, and then all of a sudden you could hear fire, and then hear a whoom. It's just freaky.
You need to load that up in your soundbar so we can play that on another night.
I will do that.
There was an instance where I was taking a group out to the Grove, which is part of the tour that you take when you do the Balladary Inn with a Ghost Hunts USA. And I was out there, we were just talking, and all of a sudden you heard like the loudest bang come from behind us, which is the battlefield, and the ground actually shook with it.
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
It was insane, like you knew that was a cannon.
We were down there around midnight one of the nights. What do you call it? The ranger guys that are running around down there let us stay down there because they knew what we were doing. And we went down in the one valley that was the bloodiest valley, the biggest battle for the hill, and all you could just hear the gunshots and the moans, and you just feel people walking around you, and the air got so heavy and so it was just such an amazing experience over there.
Ashley, do you guys have any like pictures and stuff on your guys' website from Gettysburg?
We might. I'm not sure. I know I can upload some of it, but The EVPs I sent into you, about 75% of those are from the battlefield.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, one of them is Haldeman Mansion. And then what is LH?
That's the Leicester house on the battlefield.
Okay, so I've got 3 or 4 from that one, and
Yeah,
then one from the Haldeman.
That little house is so active. It was General George Meade's temporary place of command, and it was right on the lower point of the high water mark for the third day in Pickett's charge. So
Oh, wow.
there was a lot of death there, and the thing about that house is that so it was vacated during the battle, but when the lady came back, Lydia Leeser, her house was almost destroyed, and there were dead horses all over her yard. So she had filed for federal money to help with her house, and the federal government came back and said, just go ahead yourself, sell the hides off the horses because you're not getting any money.
Well, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it was shitty.
No kidding.
And she's a very bitter woman about it still. If you bring it up, man, she gets mad.
Wow.
Road trip.
Yeah,
Amen
for sure.
to that. Now, before I play a couple of these, I just want to remind everybody listening that you guys, it is about 11:34. If there's anybody out there that wants to call in, the phone line's good to go. Once again, the number is 1-800-508-5431. And I'll be keeping an eye on it. So, Ashley, is there a specific one you want me to play first, or just tell you which one I'm on, and then you just kind of describe it?
I can just describe what you're gonna do.
I'll do the one for the Haldeman Mansion.
Okay.
It looks like...
Yeah, so that one is just me kind of standing in the room, like saying hello, trying to see if anything is there. And at the end, something definitely responds.
Alright, let's go ahead and play that one. Let me know if you guys can hear it okay, because I can turn it up a little bit more too.
Hello?
The female?
Yeah.
Were you in there by yourself?
Yeah, I was completely alone in there.
Alright, I'll turn it up. You can clearly hear it though.
Yeah, it's definitely almost a Class A there.
Alright, let me play it again.
Hello?
I can't tell what she's saying though.
I think she just says hello back.
That's what it sounded like to me. It was just hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's just a really cool, clear EVP that came from there.
And those are the EVPs you dream about instead of getting the whispers and trying to decipher what they are.
Oh my god, it's a pain in the ass to have to go onto your software and try to enhance it and take out the background. And when you get a clear EVP like that, you're just like,
Thank God. I don't have to go in and boost it or slow it down. It is. I definitely know that feeling. Let's see. I got... This says LH. It says don't go.
Yeah, so this one we're just saying we're going to leave and something clearly doesn't want us to go.
Alright, let's play that one.
Won't bother you anymore tonight. Goodbye.
I didn't hear it. Was that too loud?
No, it was good. It's in between we're saying we're going to go and then the good night. In between there's a male voice that shouldn't be there.
Okay.
Won't bother you anymore tonight. Goodbye.
I was like a don't go. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of heard it.
Yeah, it says don't go.
I heard it.
It was
hear it,
lonely.
Bill?
It was lonely. It wanted you to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of lonely soldiers on that battlefield.
I bet. Here's another one from the same place. I'll go ahead and play it because you've got them labeled what you guys hear on it, so.
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh my god, that gave me goosebumps.
Wait.
That one gave me goosebumps.
Do it again.
Alright, I'll turn it up just a little bit, because it's kind of soft.
How about this?
That's
It's
wild.
right before she talks. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
What'd you hear, Bill?
It's almost. Do it one more time. I want to make sure I hear it right.
All right.
How about this?
Is it saying go or no?
Neither.
Play it one more time for him.
All right.
How about this?
All right, you can tell him, Ashley.
He's like saying a drawn out help. It's like the kind of voice you hear in like the horror movies and shit like that.
One
Ready,
more
Bill?
time. Yep.
How about this?
Got it. Heard it that time. Definitely heard it that time. Help.
Yeah.
Help.
I'm gonna have to record that, Bill, and put it in my soundboard.
Help.
Here's another one. I'll go ahead and play this one without saying what you got.
I love trees.
Was it that third person
Did
talking?
you hear that while you were there?
No, we did not.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I can see what she's got wrote down as far as what she heard in it, and where I'm hearing it, it sounds like one of them talking.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing about it. Because when we were there, we thought we got absolutely nothing. That's why we left early. It wasn't until I played it back where I heard that first EVP, where after someone says they love trees, you hear that first little girl in there, and then after that is when you hear that little boy.
Okay, Bill, I'm gonna play it again.
Okay.
I love trees.
It's okay.
Okay. Question.
Go ahead.
Is it like right? Was there somebody, a little boy or something, right before "I love trees"?
I think it's after the I love trees.
Is it right after there's? Just do it again.
It's like right in between. You hear someone saying "I love trees," and it sounds like you guys are walking outside, and then you hear it.
I love trees.
Right there. Okay, so she's got it titled. It's saying "We're lost."
Yeah, that's what
I heard.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
little boy is saying he's lost. And, I mean, it literally sounds like he's, like, right in front of me as I'm holding that recorder.
He sounded like he was pretty close.
Yeah, and I had to amplify a little bit so everyone could hear it better. But,
Yeah, you could tell it was slowed down just a little bit too.
Yeah, and that's just, so, because it was fast when he said it, but that night it was a full moon. But we weren't getting anything at the time, so I just called it quits early, but when I played it back and I heard that voice, that was like a literal, like, what the hell moment. Like,
No kidding.
Yeah, I didn't know how to take that at first, but yeah, that's a Class A EVP.
Yeah, those are the ones that you wish you could hear when you play it back like that. You wish you could have heard it on the spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the other one's got kind of a long title, but I believe it's in the same area. I'll go ahead.
This one has a lot of background noise to it because it was outside in the summer, so you hear the locusts, but you should hear the voice in there.
Alright, I'll turn it down just a little bit for the first time. Dang, the locusts are crazy.
Yeah, they are, but that was the grove that I was out there, and we were all just standing there silently to see what we could hear, and we got like a full-on sentence right there.
Alright, I'll play it again. I'll turn it up a little bit.
I really can't make out what it said.
I can turn it up. This is a lot. It's all the way up now. God.
That's wild.
Okay, she's got it titled. Is it I Died Right Here?
Yeah, there's a woman asking, so I died right here?
Okay, I'm gonna play it again, Bill.
Wow.
And I can't believe you caught that all over them locusts.
I know. It was a loud one, but what's crazy about that is that there was a woman that was killed out there, a girl.
That's
wild.
All of those are pretty good, Ashley. Believe it or not, those are all really good ones. I haven't heard something like that in a long time.
Yeah, yeah. And that's Gettysburg for you, though.
I got the one that we got on the Canon. I have it uploaded now.
You have it. Do you have it in your soundboard?
Yep.
Go for
Ready?
it.
Doing the backside view from where the cannons were. Loading up and firing.
Did you hear it in the backside?
I heard what sounded like the guy yelling fire.
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah.
There was
Can
nobody
you turn
around
that up
us.
anymore?
It's as loud as I'm going to play it one more time.
Oh.
Doing the backside view from where the cannons were. Loading up and firing.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Are you in there too?
Yeah, you can hear we're doing an EVP session behind Michelle at the same time, and we didn't get it on the EVP. You got it only
crazy.
over by the cannons.
It sounded like you talking first, so I didn't know if you were near. But then after her saying fire and then it yelling fire, that wasn't your voice.
Mm-mm.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I love Gettysburg. I want to go back so bad.
I don't want to hear about it. I haven't even been yet.
Do like we did. Take a vacation. That's what we did.
What's a vacation?
It's that thing where you go out and do stuff that you really like to do and don't get paid for it, and you spend a lot of money and eat a lot of food that's bad for you.
But you gotta have money to go on vacation.
I feel like you're about to say eat a lot of booze.
Eat a lot of
Well, that too.
Actually, when I had Bill and his group and Michelle and them, when we first met them at Missouri, they were on my first episode a couple weeks ago, and Michelle pops out right in the middle of our episode telling me that she uses vaginal powder to put on the ground to let spirits walk through it so they can tell where a spirit has walked through. And
not only tell where they walk through, but we can smell them when they walk through.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they bugged me. Well, Bill mentioned it to me the next couple days. Did you go out and buy your vaginal powder yet? And I was like, no, not yet. I almost thought about it before I went to the reformatory, and I would have introduced it to you there, Ashley, but I didn't.
Well, I'm kind of glad that you didn't, because
I wasn't gonna actually show you how to use it or anything. I just saying.
I know we were bunking together. I wouldn't need a demonstration. I'd be good.
Oh, yeah. So Ashley and I shared a hotel room. Okay, two
oh
separate
my god,
beds.
that hotel room.
Right? Ashley had a 6-hour drive. Mine was about a 3.5-hour drive. I think Stan's was about 3.5, something like that. And we all get there. We're tired as hell. We go to Applebee's, come back and eat. And Ashley's got a really expensive laptop. It's in a case, and it was on the bed. When we left, and when we came back, it was on the floor.
Yeah, that shit was just thrown on the floor.
I know. After this, she's telling me this happened after all the stuff she was talking about with the Sally house, Bill.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, whatever the hell you brought from the Sally house in this hotel room, stop. We couldn't even get in the hotel room. She's trying to use the key, and the door opens just enough to where it feels like the little the thing you close at the top. Over that bolt,
yeah,
is closed, Like, the door would open to that point, and I'm like, okay. So I walk downstairs to get the guy at the front desk, and he's got a little tool for that, so apparently it happens a lot. He comes upstairs and uses his key on the first go, and the door opens right up. So
What?
I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I said, Ashley, close the door and just use your key, and it didn't open right away, did it, Ashley? It did it like two more times, and then it opened.
Yep.
And I'm like,
What night was this?
Friday night.
Yeah,
Because you'll have to ask Beth about what happened to her on, I think it was Saturday. It was either Friday morning or Saturday after it would have to be Friday morning after the Thursday night hunt. They get
In
back
the hotel
to the
room?
Yeah. She gets back to the hotel room and her key doesn't work. Well, then when they finally get the key and they open the door, she heard somebody in the shower. So she's thinking that, I think
He's got the wrong room.
No, she's thinking that Lucky was in the shower, but she kept going, I really got to pee. I'm going to go in there. So she opens the door a little bit, and the curtain is, pulled but to one side, like you're going to take a bath and you want to vent the steam out of there. And she's thinking, nobody's answering. And she got worried that she's going to go in there, and she had fallen down and gotten hurt and was knocked out or something. She goes in, and from what I understand, the water was running, but she pulls the curtain back, and there's no one in there. So... Was it a night? Was it a week for hotel rooms?
I don't know.
I guess so.
Because speaking of, falling in the shower or whatever, now that you mention it, our tub.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Our tub looked like someone busted their ass and hit the wall with their head.
Oh yeah. Someone hit the wall hard enough that it broke that fiberglass shower wall in there.
Yeah.
Somebody was having a good time in there.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Up until that point, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I did that. I'll go ahead, Ashley. I'll let you tell Bill a little bit about the Sally house while we still got about 10 minutes.
Please
do. I wish you luck out there.
That's all you're going to tell him.
Well, we were actually, Josh refuses to go back.
Yeah, I witnessed that. And it's crazy because he does the investigations for South Pittsburgh, so you think he should be used to that kind of stuff.
But South Pittsburgh wasn't that bad to me, though. It does have the creep factor, and yes, I will not walk that building by myself. But nothing really scared me enough to, like what happened with Josh at Sally House.
Hey, he won't say anything. What happened?
Okay, I'll just go from the beginning. So first of all, the hours for that investigation, they're messed up. They're like from 3 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next morning. So you're there a long time. And it's the same hours for Saturday, so you only have about 5 hours of sleep in between. And on Friday night, that house is just so active. And I don't know how else other to explain that. You can feel the evil that lives in those walls. As soon as you walk in there, you know that you're not with something human. Through that investigation, just Friday night alone, I picked out 2 inhuman entities that live there. And
really?
Yeah. And
you ready, Bill?
I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to have a good time. But, we did a lot of Bible reading and holy water, and I can't tell you how pissed off the house got when we did that. And not just the entities, the house. Felt an immediate shift in that house.
I made a note to refill on holy water and bring all my Bibles, so...
We had tons of shadow play, though, lots of shadow figures. Now, the house has something against men. It targets men. So I think that's why Josh got as messed up as he did. But,
really?
Josh refused to go in that basement. He made me do both sessions in the basement with 2 groups because he didn't want to go down there. And the EVPs we were getting were just insane. It was screaming at us to die, and that it's their house, and it was going against the Bible, But the thing about that place too is that there's human spirits there, but they're being suppressed by these negative, inhuman entities.
Right, being held back
Yeah,
from
so
being
they're
able
like
to communicate.
they're like begging for somebody to be able to get them to at least say what they have to say, because they have to say something so bad. And I don't know what it is. That's why I feel like I have so much unfinished business there. But when you're there, focus on the attic, because there is something in that attic that they're not willing to talk about. The lady from the Chamber of Commerce, when she gave us the key and showed us around, we asked her about the attic, and she didn't answer us. She moved on to a different topic. And that attic is sealed shut. They screwed it shut.
So you can't go up there?
No, it's completely screwed shut. Can't get in there.
Now I want to go really bad.
And Bill is like Bill, how tall are you?
6'2".
Okay, Bill's like 6'2", actually, compared to Josh.
Yeah.
Which is like 4'2". Josh is a little dude.
He is.
I'm kind of curious to see what kind of activity that you get out there, Bill.
Well, every time we go someplace new, I either get punched, pushed, or scratched and get bloodied.
Well,
I'm real curious.
I will tell you that the men were getting affected by that house. We had a specific guest of ours that was there, that was a man, only skeptic of the group. And as soon as we start investigating, immediately we do an EVP session, and we ask, just for your intelligence, can you give us the name of somebody here? Right away, it says the guy's name, the only skeptic, Corey. And we played it again in his ear so he could hear it, and you saw his back straighten up real quick. And then the next EVP session we did, we got the name Walter come out of the voice recorder. And we were asking if Walter meant anything to anybody. No one said anything, but about 3 minutes later, Corey's wife said that the name Walter is actually an inside joke between her and her husband, Corey.
Really?
Yeah. And then after that moment, Corey became a different person. Corey was no longer sociable. Corey no longer cared to be with the group. The entire investigation after that, he kept being drawn to the one room where there's an inhuman entity. And he would just go up there. No, he didn't go in there. He didn't even know it was there until we started investigating and we knew about it. So he would just get drawn to that room. As we were investigating different parts of the house, he would be up there, all alone, just standing there in that room staring out the window. And it got to a point where I had to go up there just to check on him. And when I walked past him, I did not even feel a man in that room anymore.
You guys slept, right?
We didn't sleep there, no. But
so do the guests get to sleep there? Is that what it is? If they want to?
If they want to, but I tell you what, out of the 2 nights, no one bothered to sleep there.
I was going to say, because Tyler usually says if the guests stay, then we have to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, they no one slept there, not at all, because they knew what's there too, and that kind of brings me into when that investigation ended Friday night, and to Saturday morning. When we got back to the hotel room around 7 in the morning, Josh had a mental breakdown. He started crying hysterically for no reason, out of nowhere.
Tell him about his necklace.
And he got so mad and angry, and there's no explanation to it, that he just ripped off his necklace, which happened to be a crucifix. And at that moment then, he picked up the phone, and he called Pam, saying that he quits, he never wants to see them again, that he hates this job, he's never coming back, and that he wants a plane ticket to leave right now. Yeah.
And I've never seen Josh like that, ever. Not even at Old South Pittsburgh.
And I'll tell you what.
Is it crucifixes? Is it something about it that bothers him?
No.
You think?
No, I absolutely. I mean the house or Josh?
Both. Oh.
No, Josh. He had it on a necklace.
Josh is always wearing a crucifix.
Well, I've got one around my neck, but I've also got one big, huge one tattooed on my chest.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that's going to play out for you, dude, but
Let's just go get ripped off your chest, Bill. Be prepared.
Thanks for your vote of confidence there, Ashley.
You're welcome. But the next day, or I mean, the thing is, because we only had a certain amount of time to sleep in between, and Josh had that breakdown, which meant we did not sleep like an ounce of sleep. So we were awake for 48 hours straight.
Wow.
And that
This is
alone,
not good.
yeah, that's a vulnerability you do not want to have going into a house like that. So Josh pretty much stayed back the next night for a while. We were getting EVPs up on the second floor. I was asking the spirits, do you want me to read from the Bible? They're screaming no. And I was telling them a little bit about, the religion and God and whatnot. And I got an EVP back that says F Christ. But it says the full word. It just says it like it's nothing.
Have fun, Bill.
Huh. Well,
been nice knowing you. Is Kate still in here?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're so quiet. You're playing with the turtle, aren't you?
Maybe.
You're so quiet. We only have like I don't know, 3 minutes left. 2 minutes probably. Is there anything you want to talk about, Kate? You're awful quiet.
Well, I just like listening to the crazy stories.
Ashley does have a lot of stories, don't she?
I do.
Hey, Ashley, why don't you do us a favor? Why don't you promote your website real quick?
Yeah, we got 30 seconds. Do it up.
Yeah, you guys can visit my website at www.kpia. Wait a minute. No, it's keystonepia.com. So www.keystonepia.com. You can check out my team, a little bit of a bio about everybody, and I'm working on putting up some pictures and EVPs and whatnot that aren't case related. A lot of my cases have to do with the church, so we can't really put them out to the public.
Yep.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome. Cool.
Well, thank you guys for coming on tonight.
Yes,
thank all you guys out there for listening.
Definitely been a blast talking to you guys.
It's always a blast, Ashley.
I just